Hello, all my dear students. Welcome to Sri James Rank Zone classes. My name is Ajay Gurati, dear students, and I am your friend and mentor for the mathematics portion, or we call as quantitative aptitude portion. As you can see in the bottom of the screen, we will be doing lecture heights and distances today. With a sure shot guarantee, you will solve the questions verbally in this chapter. So, dear students, let's start with class 03 for the topic heights and distances. Fine, this will be the last class for this chapter. Now, what we have is in this particular chapter, here I will be using core trigonometry, core height and distance. What is core height and distance? Basically, I'll be using sine theta, cos theta, and the formulas like that. Okay, here shortcuts won't be applied to that great extent, so I will be using trigonometry actually. Fine, let's start with the questions. The first question we have is a tower standing on a horizontal plane subtends a certain angle at a point 160 apart from the foot of the tower. On advancing 100 meters towards it, the tower is found to subtend an angle twice as before. The height of the tower is serious, students. The question is, first of all, let me take a triangle. This is a tower, suppose. Subtends an horizontal plane at a certain angle at a point 160 meter apart from the foot of the tower. Let's say this is the top, this is the foot. Okay, this point is A. How much is this distance? This distance is 160 meter. Now this angle is theta. Now when someone moves, a person moves 100 meters towards the top of the tower, this angle becomes 2 theta. Clear, dear students? Now you have to tell, now you have to determine the height of the tower. Okay. We will be using the formula for tan theta. What is tan theta, dear students? Look, question is a little bit lengthy. First of all, what is tan theta? Tan theta, this angle is theta. Tan theta is perpendicular. This is the perpendicular height upon 160 degree. So tan theta is basically h upon 160 degree. This is like in triangle AFT. Okay. Now I am leaving this as first. Now in triangle BFT, what will be tan 2 theta? This tan 2 theta will be perpendicular. If this is 100, this will become 60. H upon 60. H upon 60. So what does it become? It becomes 2 tan 2 theta is 2 tan theta upon 1 minus tan square theta. This is what? This is h upon 16. Now if I replace the values, it will become like 2 into h upon 160 upon 1 minus tan square theta. That is 1 minus h square upon 160 square is equal to h upon 60. Whatever you can cancel, you must cancel. H and h 0 and 0. This 16, 60 can further be cancelled, but I will do it later on. So what do I have right now? 2 upon 16, or I can say 1 by 8. This whole thing will go over here. 1 minus h square by 160 square. Plus, besides there is 1 by 6 also. This 1 by 6 is there. Like this. I will cancel this as 3. I will cancel this as 4. This is 1 by 4. So far clear? Now this is like 1 by 4 is equal to, in fact better write 3 by 4. This 3 by 4 is equal to 1 minus h by 160 square. Think logically. See, this is 3 by 4. 3 by 4 is actually what? 1 minus 1 by 4 is equal to 1 minus h by 160 square. It means 1 by 4 is what? 1 by 4 is actually 1 minus half square. 1 minus half square is equal to 1 minus h by 160 square. 1 minus. So this becomes 1 by 4 is equal to, this is half. This means h by 160 is actually half. Everything is same now. So h is equal to 80 meter. Okay, h is equal to 80 meter. You have got the height as 80 meter. Let's see which is the option. Option number 1 is the answer. Am I clear to everyone? Fine. Let's take the second question now. A kite is flying at a height of 75 meter from the ground. The string makes an angle theta where cos theta is equal to 8 by 15 with the level ground. Assume that there is no slack in the string. The length of the string is. See, first of all, dear students, what is cot theta? Cot theta is 8 by 15. Cot theta is base by perpendicular. So directly by 8, 15, Pythagoras triplet 8, 15, 17. H is equal to 17. Okay, 8, 15, 17, Pythagoras triplet. Pythagoras triplet. Now what do we have? A kite is flying at a height of 75 meter from the ground. See, this is like this. This is 75. Okay, this angle is theta. Cot theta is 8 by 15. I repeat again, cot theta is equal to 8 by 15. Or I can say this is like, if you multiply this by 5, this is 40, this is 75, this is base, this is perpendicular. That way hypotenuse will be 17 into 5, 85. Okay, you multiplying this by 5. You multiply this entire by 5, so this becomes h is equal to 85. Okay. 85 meter. This is 5 times of 8, 15, 17 triplet gives 40, 75, 85. This was our base, this was our perpendicular, therefore this becomes our hypotenuse. Next one. TF is a tower with F on the ground. The angle of elevation. See, TF is a tower. Okay, let me draw the diagram directly for it first. with F on the ground. This is top, this is foot with F on the ground. The angle of elevation of T from A is x degree such that tan x by 2 is equal to F and AF is equal to 200. The angle of elevation of T from a nearer point B is y degree with BF is equal to 80. Okay, see, first of all, this is a point A. Here the angle is x. You are given tan x is equal to 2 by 5. But what is tan x? Tan x will be, so tan x is equal to 2 by 5 means what is tan x? This TF upon AF. TF upon AF. AF is 200. So that means TF is what? TF is, if you cancel this, you get 40. So TF is equal to 80. Very easy. So this is equal to 80. This part done. Now what do we have? The angle of elevation of T from a nearer point B is y degree with BF 80. Here is a point B. So easy done. So easily done. BF is 80. You already have TF 80. This is a triangle. Okay. BF is equal to 80. This angle is y. What is tan y? Tan y is TF upon BF is equal to 80 by 80 is equal to 1. This implies tan y is equal to 1. 1 means tan 45 degree or y is equal to 45 degree, and this is the answer, my dear students. Let's take the next one. This is a good question. With a little bit tricky figure. See, my dear students, a pole stands vertically inside a scalene triangular park ABC. If the angle of elevation of the top of the pole from each corner of the park is same, then in triangle ABC the foot of the pole is at C, dear students. My only concern is how will I show you a diagram for this. First, there's a scalene park. Okay, means wait. Let me take a triangle first. This is a triangle which definitely now has all its sides not equal to each other. Think about it. Okay, let's say this side is A, this side is B, this side is C. None of A, B, and C are equal. And C are equal. Now there's a pole. Let's say this pole is vertical, but like perpendicular to the ground. Okay. So let's say this is the pole. Okay, dear friend, this is the pole. Now what happens is from this point the angle is same. Okay. See, like this. This angle is theta. Getting it, dear students, tan theta. Like this is base and this is perpendicular. I take this point as O. I take this point as T. Okay, let's say if these are A, B, C, let me name them properly. This is A, this is B, this is C. This angle is 90 degree. Okay, now think about it. First of all, here tan theta, it is being told that everywhere the angle is equal. Tan theta is equal to OT by OA is equal to OT by OA. Clear? Perpendicular upon base. In this triangle also, let me talk about this triangle. Here, what will be the angle? See, like this. This is joined to this. This is joined to this. Okay. It will be what? This angle is 90 degree. Fine. And then we have This angle is also theta. Again, tan theta. This angle theta is equal everywhere. Tan theta is what? OC perpendicular. OT by OC. Similarly, if I talk about this point B, this is the base, and if you join this to this thing, this angle will be 90 degree. Okay, so tan theta here also, this angle is theta. My drawing is not that precise. Tan theta will be what? OB. This is like perpendicular. If I'm here at this point B, imagine this thing yourself. This point is over here. A vertical tower is standing. Okay, just consider it as a piece of paper. Put a pen over here. Then this is OB, and this OT is actually the pen. T is the top of the pen. So angle OT will be what? Tan theta will be what? OT upon OB. OT upon AB. Now this is all theta. All these are equal. 1, this is 2, this is 3. 1 is equal to 2 is equal to 3. Fine. So what? OT by OA is equal to OT by OB is equal to OT by OC. What does it mean? It means OA is equal to OB is equal to OC. That is that is A. O is the center. O is the circumcenter. O is the circumcenter of triangle ABC. This is your answer. Fine, dear students. You can have a look over it. Let's proceed toward the next one. The next question we have is this one. The angle of elevation of the top of a building and the top of a chimney on the roof of the building from a point on the ground are x and 45 degrees respectively. The height of the building is h meters. Then the height of the chimney is 5 meters. It is like, let me draw a triangle to explain it to you. First, let's say we have this building. From any point on this ground, see, this angle is given to you as x. This is the building. This is the building, okay? Then the elevation of the top of the building and the top of the chimney on the roof of the building. Let's say this is the chimney, fine. This is the chimney. So the elevation of this point is 45 degree. This is why 45 degree angle like this. If this angle is 45, this angle is 90, what will happen? If this is y, this will also be y. So this complete height is y. Now this angle, this small angle is, let's say, 45. This angle is x. So what will happen? Tan x will be what? Tan x will be base height perpendicular upon base. Perpendicular upon base. Perpendicular is h. Base is y. So tan x is h by y. So h I can say is what? H is tan x into y. This is h. Now the next part. Height of chimney. What is the height of chimney? Height of chimney is y minus h. Y minus y tan x, and y and h are the same thing actually. Okay. Oh, sorry, it's my fault. We can't write it in the form of y. This is y. This y is actually h by tan x. Y is h by tan x. So this will be this y I will write as h by tan x minus, we don't need to write this step actually, minus h, or h cot x minus, and that is option number 2 is the answer. Okay, dear students. Let's proceed towards the next question now. A man 6 feet tall cast a shadow 4 feet long at the same time when a flagpole cast a shadow 50 meter long. Then the height of the flagpole is. See, dear friends, it's a very simple funda. See, this is a man. He is 6 feet tall. He cast a shadow 4 feet. Getting this means if he, like, this is the ratio. Man is to shadow, or object is to shadow is what, 6 by 4. Similarly, what happens? This is a flag. This is a flagpole, and this is its shadow. Okay, this shadow is 50 meter long. Fine. Now this flagpole casts a shadow 50 meter. So this is like flag upon shadow. What is the shadow? Shadow is 50. Okay, dear students. So this will be in the same ratio. So this way, this employees flag upon 50 is equal to 3 by 2, or this comes out to be 25. This employees flag is equal to 3 into 25, or 75 feet. This is the answer. Fine. Next one. A vertical stick 12 meter long cast a shadow 8 meter long on the ground. At the same time, a tower cast a shadow 40 meter long on the ground. The height of the tower is. See, very similar question, students. What we have is this cast a 12-meter long, a vertical stick 12-meter long cast a shadow 8 meter. Okay, so like this is divided by 1.5, or if you multiply this by 1.5, you will get 12. Okay. At the same time, a tower cast a shadow 40 meter long. Now this is a tower, and this cast a shadow 40 meter. So what will happen? This is 40 meter. So this will be how much? If you multiply this by 1.5, what do you get? You get 60 meter. Okay, 60 meter. The height of the tower is 60 meter. Option 2. Clear to all of you? Okay. Next one. So the tops of two poles of height 60 meter and 35 meters are connected by a rope. This is 60, another is 35. Okay. Let's like this. This is one pole. This is another pole. The height is 35 meter, 60 meter. Okay. And 35 meter are connected by a rope. If the rope makes an angle with the horizontal whose tangent is 5 by 9. Fine. If the rope makes an angle with the horizontal whose tangent is 5 by 9. देखो, see, this is the horizontal. See, this one, this is the horizontal. Now this theta, we have tan theta is equal to 5 by 9. Okay. This is 35. This is entirely, this completely is 60. This is 35. So this will be how much? This will be 25. So this is like 25 and this 9 will be like x. This is the thing. What is tan theta? Tan theta is actually perpendicular by base. Perpendicular by base means perpendicular is 25. This distance between the two poles, let's say this is d. D and d. 25 by d is equal to 5 by 9. From here I can say 25 into 9 by 5. 5 and 5 cancel. So d is equal to 45, which is the option. Option number 4 is the answer. The distance between the tops of two buildings, 38 meter and 58-meter high, is 52 meters. What will the distance between the what is the distance between the two buildings? See students, what is it? There are two buildings. Distance between tops of two buildings, 38 meter and 58 meter. This is 38 meter. This is 58 meter. This is 38. Now this entirely is 58, so this will be 20 meter. Okay, is 52 meter. The distance between the tops, this is the distance between these tops is 52. 52 meter. What will be this side be? See, we have a direct simple logic. 5, 12, 13 is a Pythagoras triplet. If you multiply this by 4, what you get? You get 20. 48, 52 is also a triplet. Is also a Pythagoras triplet. So this is 20, this is 40, this will be 48. Okay, this will be 48 meter as per this rule. Why? We have one side 20, we have one side 52, so the remaining will be what? You can also find out by using the formula, Pythagoras theorem formula, 50 square minus 20 square. 52 square is 2704 minus 20 square is 400. This becomes under root 2304 or 48. Or you can also write in 48 square. So that will come out to be 48 meter. Option number 4 is the answer. A ladder is placed against a wall such that it just reaches the top of the wall. A ladder is placed against a wall such that it just reaches the top of the wall. Okay, let's say this is the wall, this is the top. The ladder is like this right now. The foot of the ladder is at a distance of 5 meters from the wall. The angle of elevation of the top of the wall from the base of the ladder is 15 degrees. This angle is 15 degrees. What is the length of the ladder? For this, dear students, you need to find 15 tan. You need to find sine 15 degree. Okay. This angle is theta. I repeat, a ladder is placed against a wall such that it just reaches the top of the wall. The foot of the ladder is at a distance of 5 meters from the wall. This is 5 meter. The angle of elevation of the top of the wall from the base of the ladder is 15 degree. What is the length of the ladder? What is the length of the ladder? We have to find the length of the ladder. Okay. So now we have to find the length. This L, how can I have this 5 also given to me. So I can say 5 by L is equal to cos 15 degree, or you have this base by hypotenuse is equal to 15 degree. So I can say 5 is equal to L cos 15, or let's find the value of 15 degree first. What is cos 15 degree? Cos 15 can be found by cos 45 minus 30. What is cos 45 minus 30? That is, cos 45 is, this is cos A minus cos B. This is cos A cos B plus sin A sin B. Cos 45 is 1 by root 2. Cos 30 is root 3 by 2, plus sin 45 is 1 by root 2. Sin 30 is 1 by 2. So you have root 3 plus 1 by 2 root 2. This thing is clear. This is cos 45, or somewhere, or you can also say, fine, let's leave it till here. Now we have 5 by cos 15 degree is equal to L. This means L is equal to 5 by cos 15 degree. So L is equal to, now you have cos 40, this is cos 15 degree, okay na? So L is equal to 5 upon cos 15, or 5 upon root 3 plus 1 divided by 2 root 2. This can be written as 5 into 2 root 2 by root 3 plus 1. So 5 into 2 root 2 root 3 plus 1 into root 3 minus 1 root 3 minus 1. So this becomes 10 root 2 into root 3 minus 1. Let it be 5, and 5 into 2 root 2 only. Why? Because 2 will cancel. This is a plus b, a minus b, that is 3 minus 1. So this is 5 into 2 root 2 into root 3 minus 1 divided by 2. 2 and 2 will cancel. So this will give me 5 into root 2 into root 3 minus 1. Let us have a glance at the option. So this is 5 into root 6 minus 5 into root 2. This is the option. Root 2 into root 3, root 6 minus 5 root 2 into 1 is 5 root 2. This is option number 2. 5 root 6 minus 5 into root. Clear to everyone? Okay. Now this will be the last question for this chapter, and I have genuinely covered each and every possible question. Each and every possible type, I'll rather say. From a point P, the angle of elevation of a tower is such that its tangent is 3 by 4. On walking 560 meters towards the tower, the tangent of the angle of elevation of the tower becomes 4 by 3. What is the height of the tower? See, it is like this. Let's say this is a tower. First of all, this tangent, let's say this angle is theta. You have tan theta is equal to 3 by 4. This is 3 by 4. On walking 560 meter towards, like this, if I move 560 meters, now if I see, suppose this angle is alpha, then tan theta becomes 4 by 3. Okay. 4 by 3. Now what will happen? If this is 4 by 3, then what I'll say, I will have to think of a suitable value. Let's say this value, the value which I take here should be divisible by 3, should be divisible by 4 also. So let me take it 12. Let's say this is 12x initially. Tan theta is equal to 3 by 4 means I can say 12x by 16x. This is the catch. Now the question will be easily solved. Okay. So this is 12x. This becomes 16x. Now tan alpha is equal to 4 by 3. 4 by 3 I can say, if I multiply this by 3, this becomes 12x and this becomes 9x. So this is 12x, this becomes 9x. Okay. So 12x, 9x. Now everything is sorted out. This is 9x. This is 16x. This becomes how much? This becomes 7x. So we have 7x is equal to 560, or x is equal to 560 by 7, that is 80 meter. Okay. What is the height of the tower? Height of the tower is what? Height of the tower is 12x, that is 12. And what is x? X is 80 meter. So this is 960 meter, and this is your answer. Am I clear to everyone? Okay, fine. So this was the last question of the chapter. So dear students, we have done sufficient number of questions from these exercises, and I just wish you practice them well so that you solve them in at a good speed in your exam. I will, as usual, I will say before winding up, you can't master mathematics without practicing by your own, without practicing on your own. You have to jot down each and every question. You will have to write each and everything. Only then you will be able to solve them in precise amount of time, in limited amount of time in your exam. Otherwise you will waste a lot of time in solving those questions which you will be feeling that you know, but actually since you are in lack of practice, you might not be able to crack them in limited time. So dear students, all the very best. Study as much as you can, practice as many times as you can, and don't waste time in any social media networking, anything. Right now, being a student, I'll I'll say just please study as much as you can. Your studies are your religion actually. Okay. Bye bye. Take care. All the best.